Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll. Today's starting pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. What do you have on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay, and he's got a leadoff triple.
He was all over that one. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake Myers. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hendricks delivers. That one outside. The count now 2-2. Altuve gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the air, right field. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Adele moves under it. One away.
Batting fifth, first base.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. And Chris, this offense is facing a defense that is well known for kicking the ball around a bit. How aware are you offensively of a bad defensive team?
Well, you're not like completely aware because you're really focusing on your approach. But I think when you know about a team and how they can be sloppy and as it plays out in a ball game, you're more intent on saying with 2 strikes, I got to make sure that I put the ball in play. Because even if I don't get a knock, there's a chance they commit an error and it leads to us scoring more runs.
And a 1-2 again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Hendricks deals.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two on, one out. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Cooper Hummel.
Next to hit, Cooper Hummel. And he deals.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Down the line. And a foul ball. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Two outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And there's a ball. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Angel Stadium, and on the hill today, Ryan Gusto. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that
And
strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
1-2's the count.
Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Shallow.
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. And a strike on the outside edge. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Pitch in the dirt,
2-1.
and a count 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And that's outside, and that's ball 3. Two out, space is empty. outside, and that is ball
Take your
4.
base.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. Outside, and it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike. Way outside, straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
There's a swing and a drive on its way. That's long gone. That one felt good. Home run number 20 on the year, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Now at the plate, Logan O'Hoppe. Tosses to first, third out, and that ends the frame. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 2-2 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon.
On the ground, Newman. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Here's Luis Guillorme. Line drive, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Jeremy Pena. His home and away splits there. Swing and a ground ball, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back in Anaheim, and now it's going to be Joe Adell. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Ground ball to the right side. He steps on the bag. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting seventh, right fielder, Lamont.
So here's Wade now.
Jr.
One out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And it's even up.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Outside with a breaking ball. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. The other way, puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. We are tied 2-2. Top half of the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. Myers started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's hard hit on the line. Wade calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Great swing of the bat right there, trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Cam Smith. Missed with a changeup. 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Fly ball down the line, and that is foul. Here's a 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Right side, Wade hauls it in to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, all even at 2 apiece. And we're back. And now, Christian Moore.
Second baseman, Christian Moore.
Out to short, Dubon. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis Rengifo.
So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. The 1-1. That one fouled off. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Nolan Schanuel.
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. On the ground to short, could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. To Walker, and that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Hector Neris takes over on the mound.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 54, Hector Neris.
And now it's Christian
Leading off
Walker.
for the Astros, first baseman, Christian Walker.
Inside,
Nope, that's it.
and it's 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Kenley Jansen, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Swing and a chopper out to short. Newman to first in time, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And stepping in for the Astros, Victor Caratini. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it on his own, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So next up for Houston, Cooper Hummel.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
2 outs, and that misses. 2-1. Just missed. Mauricio Dubon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Got a full count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That one the other way, and base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Showed a
Mauricio
willingness to
Dubon.
drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
To the batter now, Mauricio Dubon. Late on that fastball.
2-2.
Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hummel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. Bangs off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Adele quickly gets it back in, and the lead runner holds on at second base. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And next to hit for Houston, Luis Guillorme. Edge of the zone for a strike. Now 1-2. Two outs and one in scoring position. Hit in the air, left field. Ward should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Steven Okert. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Here's Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. On the ground to third. Boots it. Saved at first without a throw. Let's see how they rule this one.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
No outs. Runner at first. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Check swing, went around. Going to count 1-2.
1-2's the count.
Nobody out. Runner at first. That's down and in.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Trout around second, on his way to third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics. Really important at bat coming up now.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run, Scott Kingery. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands or you're in a broadcast booth.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He made him pay for that one. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 5-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Steven Okert out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
The new pitcher in the game, Hunter Brown.
58.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Here's Joe Adell. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Framber Valdez preparing to come on if needed. Abreu, the right-hander, also getting loose. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Slice the other way, that's a base hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. This one in the air. Dubon pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin Newman.
And now the shortstop, Kevin Newman. Adele, the base runner at first with one out.
No, ball.
And a strike in there.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore.
Moore.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Smith makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Angels add 3 on this blast. It's now 5-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
the Angels.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
Number
Kenley
74.
Jansen.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
So now the Astros designated hitter, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena.
Now this is in the air down the line. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, center fielder Jake Myers.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fouls one off. 2-2. And they'll do it again.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Jansen fires. Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. This one's got a chance. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
The 5-3 final score in this one. Kenley Jansen picking up the save for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.